this is Candice. Welcome back. First of all, I do want to welcome you to this channel. As I plan for the next series of topics, I'd like to introduce to you, if you don't already know, about my other two YouTube channels. The first one, Carrie Palmer and I have a series of brief, like 10 to 15-minute videos called Spiritual Conversations with Carrie and Candice. We're getting ready to record our 28th episode. I met Carrie a few years ago when she reached out to me after reading The Reluctant Messenger. We have become fast friends ever since. And after we connected, she kept saying, I know we're going to meet. I know we're going to meet. One day we're going to meet. Well, I live in Florida. She lives in Washington State, over 3,000 miles away. What she didn't know, well, she probably knew intuitively, was that I was going to go to Seattle and take an Alaskan cruise with my daughter's family. And it was just a few months away. We got our airline tickets and I realized I would have a window of time to see her. Then I said, yes, Carrie, we are going to meet. So we did, face to face in June of 2019. I'm not sure of the genesis of the YouTube channel, but we started it, and now almost 30 weekly episodes later, it is still going strong. I also have a third YouTube channel with Donna. She is the host of Exploring Consciousness, and I was her guest, honored to be her guest, a few months ago. Through the process of that interview, she was reading my book and she found me on Messenger, I think it was, but on some social platform. And she started texting me, I just read page 14. Oh, what about the quote on page 20? Oh, I love what you said on page 22. So all the way through the book, I'm getting all of these messages where these words really spoke to Donna. I just kind of assumed Donna did that with everybody that she interviewed. Well, she does read their book, but I figured she would just say, oh, I love this. This is great. And it's like, no, she really didn't. The words that the messenger said really spoke to her. So this started off a friendship that continues very strongly today. We feel like we're twins because we have so much in common. During the interview on her podcast, she asked me if we could start a YouTube channel where she would be the host and we would go through the book page by page, like a virtual book review. And I thought, great, let's do that. She said during her podcast, there really wasn't enough time to give the book justice. And this would give us an opportunity to really go into detail. We decided to call that, her guides gave her the thought of The Reluctant Messenger Unleashed. And I thought, what a perfect title for this. This has been a real learning experience for me. Donna and I have just finished recording the end of chapter 2. There were 5 parts to that chapter, Good Vibrations, and we're not even finished editing it yet. But what's been interesting is that as I reread these chapters, new information floods into my awareness as I prepare for the interview. And sometimes I get a better understanding of what I thought I'd known so well. It's been absolutely fascinating. So I would like to invite everyone over to those 2 YouTube channels. I've always included the links to these channels in the descriptions below, but I never really discussed these channels with you on this channel until today. Let's talk about today. Let's take a brief look at 2021. Just last week, January 6th, the unthinkable happened. Our Capitol building was breached, lives were lost, and chaos thrived. Where do we go from here? We look back at 2020 and realize the shift that we had to make, the shift we had to take just to survive. The messengers have told me that we can and we will move forward, putting the uncomfortable, the losses, the chaos behind us. But how can we do that? Let's not forget what happened, but let's learn to refocus. Let's use these challenging times to change. What can we do to move forward? First of all, take a deep breath. And as I've always said, because the messengers tell me this is a time to take inventory. What burdens do you carry that you're ready to release? You know, when a major life event occurs, this is a natural time to look at your life. All of a sudden, things will shift and you no longer cling to some of the things that you did before. I know that I used to have petty grievances and I would realize that's not really that important anymore. It never was, but I focused on it. But when something major happens, it's time to ask yourself, why am I keeping this? Why am I holding on to something that's not positive? Why do I expend all of that energy just to hang on to something that doesn't serve me? All it does is add to the burden that prevents me from moving forward or moving forward with ease. So let's unburden ourselves by releasing all those things that don't serve us. As we free our energy fields, we are open for newer perspectives. We can choose to allow only positivity, only positive higher vibrations to enter. Choose gratitude. Choose to be thankful. Choose to look at the blessings that you have. You might not feel as if your life is blessed, but if you take the time, you can inventory what is good. If your right foot hurts, be thankful that your left foot serves you well. It's that glass half full attitude, but sometimes we have to search for it. Be thankful for every breath that you take, how that breath oxygenates the blood in your body, how that exhalation allows stale breath and stale energy to exit. Bring grace into your life. And as you embrace higher energy frequencies, your life will become better. Just try it. You'll see. And when you see that, put it in a comment below so that you can share with other people. So until next time, my friends, remember, we are all energy beings, and how we use our energy defines who we are. Look at your life and look at what you're choosing. Choose wisely. So thank you. And until next time, I would love for you to subscribe. Check out my other two YouTube channels that are listed in the description below. And thank you very much. Goodbye.